Hello everyone, this is Highlander from MTG Cardsmith doing another custom Magic the Gathering card review, and I've got my special guest Island Snake with me today.
Hey everybody.
And we're reviewing a card by TGBC from his set Corrinella, and here we have When Nature Calls, Ace Ventura, who's jumping off a ledge with a penguin. Is that what this is?
That is a penguin.
It looks like a penguin.
I thought it was an umbrella when I first glanced at it, but it's a penguin.
I'm pretty sure that's a penguin.
No, it's definitely a penguin.
Okay, so this is a 2-mana mythic, a human.
I like that she's calling penguins to like have reach, so like a flightless bird to like fight against things that fly.
Yeah, okay, so this is an 0/2 with vigilance and reach. As Nature Caller enters the battlefield, put X +1/+1 counters on it, where X is the highest power among creatures you control. Okay.
Ooh, interesting.
Pay 3 and tap. Reveal the top card of your library. If it is a creature card, put it into your hand. Otherwise, create a 1/1 white bird creature token with flying. A penguin with flying.
This card seems very potent, actually.
It's a good card.
Like kind of absurdly, like think like as a late game card, like it could be potentially pretty crazy.
Yes, I mean, so this is a mythic, so you would expect your mythics to be really strong. Okay, my one issue with this card is the fact that if you play this on 2, chances are it's going to remain a 0/2, which like is kind of whack if you ask me. I would prefer that this was a 1/2, so that if it enters the battlefield and it's the only creature, it becomes a 2/2, like a 2-mana 2/2 with vigilance and reach and this ability. I mean, that's very strong, but like I would even sacrifice one of these keywords. Like I don't really understand why she has reach personally.
Birds should have reach.
Like,
oh no, they do. They have flying.
Is it because she's jumping from a building? Is that why she has reach? Then maybe kill vigilance. Regardless, like I think this card would probably function better as a 1/2, so that you always get a counter, at least one counter, and then you probably kill one of these keywords, and I think that'll make the card just play a lot better.
Yeah, I don't think you need the reach because the tokens you create are birds.
Right.
So like.
Right, and also like.
Should they be white birds? I think they should be green. Right?
No green birds. There are no green birds.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I think birds are usually blue. Actually, I think there are white birds as well.
You haven't been to Australia if you don't think there's any green birds.
No, actually there is. Actually, I lied. There is a green bird. It's called Birds of Paradise. But it's, and there's also the goose. So here there are green birds, but they don't. All green birds have 0 power.
I feel like green birds are flightless birds.
Let's see.
Like a emo.
Green bird. Okay, let's find green birds.
There's got to be a bunch of them. There's no way.
Birds of Paradise, 0 power.
There's the Dabra.
Okay, these don't count. These are really old cards. Hold on. Sort by rarity.
What? Wow.
We got a goose, 0 power. This one's not actually a bird. And then we get to the really old cards right afterwards, and we're sorting by release date. So
free-range chicken.
Oh, here
is a real card.
Okay, here's an owl bear. This is a bird bear.
That doesn't count as bird.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I sorted by rarity, not release date. There we go. Free range chicken. This is a joke card. That's why it's got the silver border here.
Gilded goose.
Yeah. So basically, you're right. This is a flightless bird here. Yep. We got a rooster with planeswalk. I mean, these are all really old cards. So basically, no, there are no green birds except for geese and the occasional Birds of Paradise. And I guess a bird bear. So I'm okay with the token being a different color. So, but anyway, like this card you should be happy to cast this card on 2 or on like 6 is my point. Like right now, the way this card is right now, you don't really want to cast this until the late game, and that's kind of bad for a 2-drop. A 2-drop, you should be able to just play it on 2 and be happy with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why I think this should be a 1/2. Now, if you play this card later, this card could potentially become enormous.
What's
but it's enormous. That's right. In fact, no, this should be a 1/1 is what this should be. This should be a 1/1, I think. So this is a 1/1. You play it on turn 2. You get a 2/2. You know, you're fine. You're fine.
I like that.
If it's a 1/1, you play it on turn 6, and you have a 5/5 in play. This thing becomes a 6/6. It sounds more like nature calls her, to be honest, rather than she's calling nature. Like nature calls here, nature calls her, and she shows up as a 6/6.
Yeah.
And then she's also got this really. So I mean, this is a really strong card. It is a mythic.
It's pay to win, so it's fine.
No, this card might be doing a little bit too much. The fact that it also has this tap ability, the fact that not only is this card potentially enormous, it also lets you draw cards in the late game is a lot. I think it is a mythic, so like, you know, there's some wiggle room there, but as it stands, I mean, this is just a very, very powerful card. So I do suggest making this again a 1/1 for the reasons I stated. Probably can the reach on this one, and I'm torn. The thing is, like, if you play this thing and it becomes huge, then this is just like icing on the cake. Maybe make this ability cost a little more. Maybe make it cost like 4. And
4?
Yeah, 4 or because at 4, like, you pay 4 and then you draw a card and you're probably not able to really cast that card until the turn after. So like it's something you would do like end of turn, and it actually works with vigilance. So you can attack with it and use this ability on the same turn.
True.
And like no matter what, you're getting value out of this, right? Because if you don't get a creature, you get a 1/1 white bird, which is like good, quite good. It is a little weird that a green card makes birds, though. I will say that. It would probably be better if this made like 2/2 wolves or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what rating do you give this card here?
I like it. I mean, I'm happy this card is not just like it's from the same set, right?
Yeah, it's from the same set.
So, and it's not an augment card, so it's like it's other design ideas going on. So that's cool. So I mean, I think I'm gonna end up going with the 6 out of 10 for this one.
Yep, I would go with the 6 out of 10 too. I think it's a little too. I think this card's a little too good, but I think it's close to be. It's kind of on the border. There's a couple of playability issues that we talked about. I don't think it should create birds. That's not quite a green ability. There's formatting issues as well here. You know. Yeah. Should I go through them? Should I go through the formatting? All right, let's do it. So this is
the same. It's the same as always, right? The read shouldn't be capitalized.
Read shouldn't be capitalized. And this should not say as nature. It should say when. Yep. Yeah. Nature caller enters the battlefield. Put X +1/+1 counters on it, where X is the highest power. I think it's greatest power, actually, is what they say. Greatest power among creatures you control. And then 2 green, comma, tap, colon. So you missed the comma there. Reveal the top card of your library. If it is a creature card, I think I could probably say if it's a creature card, put it into your hand. Otherwise, create a 1/1. I'm just gonna. 1/1 white bird creature. So capital B for bird. Creature token with flying. And then usually when you do stuff like this, you could say, I don't know. Yeah, sometimes they have you put this card on the bottom of your library, but I think whatever.
Oh yeah, I was gonna mention that, but I assumed it was just default.
But it's not really the end of the world either way. It just means if you have multiples of these, you're always getting, like, you're gonna just get a bunch of birds essentially. But I don't know. That's fine. So yeah, 6 out of 10 for me. You know, couple playability issues, couple of I think it's a little bit too powerful. There's some formatting issues as well. Penguins don't fly, you know. Probably shouldn't create birds. But overall, fine card. So yeah, that's our review of Ace Ventura, Nature Caller.